We're going to start talking about some of the wanted fugitives. And again, keep in mind, we're looking at 5 today, but there's hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, that are currently wanted for a variety of reasons, whether it's criminal charges, whether being out on bond and forfeiting their bond, being out on bond and forfeiting protective orders. And we need the public's help in getting them where they belong, and that's in the sheriff's jail. So we're going to start right here, and we're going to take a look at Anthony Dunn. Anthony Dunn pled guilty to assault family violence. This is not the first time. This is his second offense. He was given 2 years deferred adjudication. He immediately violated his terms of probation because he was charged with yet another assaultive offense, and he also failed when he turned up positive on a drug screen. He has prior convictions for drugs, driving with license suspended, and yes, domestic violence. We need the public's help in getting Anthony Dunn off the streets. So again, take a good hard look at this, and I'm going to tell it when we're finished here how you, the public, can help us.
Listen up, Houston, Texas, Montgomery County, Fort Bend County, Harris County, all the surrounding areas. It seems like the police is not playing with y'all that don't know how to keep your hands to yourself. You don't know how to have an adult argument and walk away from a situation and cool down. Instead, you want to just take it upon yourself to use your hands to hurt somebody. And this goes for male and females, because there are females out there that are committing domestic violence just as bad as there are males. Y'all better keep your hands to yourself. Learn how to have a strategic argument. Learn how to fight fair instead of wanting to draw blood, hurt, kill, destroy somebody. And then you leave kids behind that will grow up confused. They'll either be abused or the abuser, or both. It has to stop. This is Domestic Violence Month, the month of October, and it seems like the Houston police is not playing around with y'all down there because y'all don't know how to keep your hands to yourself. Here goes the rest of the story. Do better, because you can. All you got to do is do it, and quit being stupid. Here goes the rest of the story. Damn. Welcome to Straddled Events. On this channel, we bring you the truth. Sometimes the truth is quite ugly, unbearable, and you just don't want to deal with it. But on this channel, you're going to get it anyway. You are straddling between the fence of good versus evil, right versus wrong. And on this channel, we're going to tell you to do better. Let's go. Please subscribe to the channel. It is free. Like or dislike the videos. Thanks.
The next one. Let's take a look at the next one here. That's Alberto Mejia. Somehow he gets the third designation. He is charged with assault of a pregnant person. The reports indicate that he assaulted his wife, hit her with closed fists in the back and right side of her head. And as a result of the attack, his wife, the victim, sustained a large lump on her head with multiple abrasions. She was 2 months pregnant with her second child. He's also wanted for multiple warrants for other felonies and misdemeanors. We need to get him off the street before he continues to hurt his wife and perhaps others as well. Next one we got is Brittany, and yeah, I got her name down, Stesezewski. Brittany is charged with aggravated assault of a family member after September 2021 incident with her boyfriend. She went out with the victim. They got into a verbal argument with another woman. The victim ended. After the argument, the victim went to bed. He woke up with Brittany allegedly standing over him with a large knife close to his face. Brittany then allegedly cut the victim just besides the left eye while mentioning the other victim's name. She's been on the run now for over a year. That's a year too long. Again, somebody knows where Brittany is. Next one is Douglas Wilson. Wilson is charged with assault of a family member, impeding breathing, which is just a fancy form for saying you're trying to strangle somebody to death. And that was in January of 22. Victim told the police that her husband assaulted her during an argument while Wilson pushed the victim's face, causing her to fall. At that point, he placed a knee on her shoulder and began to apply pressure on her neck. The assault continued with him punching her in the head. He eventually pulled out a handgun. After a struggle, thankfully, the victim gained control of the weapon and Douglas ran away. We got to get him off the street, someone to do that. The next one, this is the one right here. This is the one. You know, I don't want to, rate, rank people, but this is a bad, bad dude. Cameron Davis is charged with murder. September 2021, and gained a lot of headlines throughout Houston. And according to law enforcement, the victim was running away from Davis when she was shot several times in the back. She fell to the ground after being hit. He then stood over her. Imagine, he stood over her after she fell, pointed the gun, and shot her right in the head. Cameron Davis is a habitual violent offender. He was previously sentenced to 6 years for aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon. In addition to being charged with the murder of Brittany Stanford, he too is also wanted on multiple felony bond forfeitures for the following charges: felon in possession of a weapon, a gun. He was out on bond, forfeited the bond. He was also charged with felony aggravated theft, assault of a family member, and violating a protective order, all of which he is currently wanted for. So we're asking you, the public, to contact Crime Stoppers, 713-222-TIPS. Submit a tip online, www.crime-stoppers.org. Use our mobile app, available in over 20 some odd languages. And we're going to keep putting these pictures out until we get them caught and brought where they belong, and that's the Harris County Jail. So it's time for you, the public, to step up to the plate, do the right thing, help us get these fugitives, and help give them victims some semblance and peace of mind knowing that they're locked up. Thank you.
None of us standing here today would want to be here. We'd hope that domestic violence would no longer be a part of the lives of so many innocent. Thank you to Crime Stoppers, Representative, Commissioner, Sheriff, and the many, many advocates that are standing, who I know would gladly take themselves out of business. They'd like to have a closed sign on their doors. But domestic violence is bigger than life. It takes your life away. Strangulation, you cannot breathe. And then, of course, bleeding to death by a violent gunshot wound. No child, boy or girl, should grow up to a life of domestic violence. No child that is born should be designated that your life will end because of a domestic violence act. No child should be given a death sentence as they are fighting for their life, for their mom who is looking forward to their birth, and she is shot and the baby dies. No infant should be beat. No infant should be shot. No infant should be sexually assaulted. And so I think that we need to recognize that we're facing a phenomenon that is going to take a massive community collective effort. So I thank our law enforcement and all of our advocacy groups